Hey guys, Adam here. We are at CES 2014 and I'm at the QNX booth here. They have a pretty big spot. We're in the North Hall and it's just filled with tons and tons of cars. There's Mercedes and Audi and Toyota and Mazda. But QNX this year, they have not just one. Last year they had the QNX Bentley, but they have 3 cars this year. In the back there is the Jeep Wrangler Sahara, which we've seen before, but they have a brand new Kia Soul and a Mercedes over on the side there. And the Kia, they're showing off kind of acoustic things, which we'll get into. And the Mercedes has this really cool dash layout. So we're gonna jump into both and check them out.
CrackBerry.com.
Acoustics group that has 3 products right now, these are all to address the kinds of acoustic issues in the car. We do things to improve the sound inside the vehicle, and also on hands-free calls. We also try to minimize certain issues, things that can go bad. So the 3 technologies. One is I can start with active noise cancellation. Okay. It's probably familiar with this with the headphones.
Sure, yeah.
But in the car, there's things that can happen to when the automaker wants to improve the gas mileage of a vehicle. They might do things to step down the number of cylinders while you're driving. So if you're on the highway, you don't need all 6 cylinders or all 8 cylinders. You can step that down. So the kind of noise you might hear while you're driving down the highway is you hear other cars passing, you hear the road noise, a little bit of wind and all that, but you're hearing right now a particular problem that happens when you step down from 6 cylinders to say 3 cylinders. It's called boom. Okay. And it's a very specific problem, and it's actually about a 50 to 60 hertz tone. And if you listen to this for a long time, it actually kind of makes you sick. Yeah. Some of the cars are even worse than this, actually. Yeah. So what we can do is actually use the in-vehicle sound system and software on the head unit to create an anti-noise. We'll play it out over the vehicle's the speakers. Okay. These are just the OEM speakers. This is the built-in Infinity sound system for a Kia Soul, and we've got the software in the vehicle playing out, and we'll actually create an inverse sound. Okay. And you can actually see the speaker kind of calms down. Yeah. Turn it back on again. Oh wow! And it kicks in.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's a really nice way. So it makes it sound nicer in the cabin.
Absolutely, yeah.
The 3rd technology is something that's actually kind of fun, and we'll finish with that. Okay. Is engine sound enhancement. We're just sitting in neutral, and you can kind of hear how that might sound if you rev the engine. So you can actually step on the gas there.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
So you don't feel we're not going to go anywhere.
That's crazy.
So that's your M3. You can also give it a little more throaty, have a lot of fun with the Dodge Challenger. And just to show how realistic it can get, we can actually put it in drive, and now it's got an automatic gear change, so you just step on the gas and go.
Wow, that's great. I want one.
We've removed this piece of equipment, we've lightened up the car, you're getting better gas mileage, but it's affected the 4th harmonic of our engine sound, and we've worked so hard to achieve that. We can come along with a synthetically created sound. Okay. We'll just target that one part of their sound, and it could be sculpted and tuned so that they get their brand image back. There you go.
I love it. It's amazing.
That's the internal sound. We can also actually create so now we're actually playing outside. We'll go to say a BMW. Okay. And so now it's actually playing outside. And the point of that is that maybe you've got a hybrid or a full electric car. Right. You want to create a sound.
So if I had like a Prius, I could make it sound like a Challenger just for fun?
You could, yeah.
Theoretically.
M2M, which is basically we have built a complete cloud solution to connect all our devices up into the cloud. We're doing everything, provisioning, software update, big data, Internet of Things. Okay. And I'll talk about that last. Okay?
Cool, very cool.
Cool. Give them a demo.
So this is a Mercedes CLA45 AMG. It's a very cool car, but it was one we thought that we could, improve a little bit. One of the trends we've noticed in automotive design, especially when it comes to infotainment, is that the screens are getting larger, wider. So wide aspect ratio screens are happening, and they're moving up the dashboard as well, because it's less of a distance for your eyes to travel. Okay. So we thought we'd see how far we could take it, and we found these lovely ultra wide aspect screens. So it's actually 1920.
Very large screen.
Yeah, nice and bright. So it's got a touch interface on it, which is cool. And it also works with the jog wheel. Our designer did a really good job making this multimodal, so there's more than one way to do it. And we've got all these little buttons working here as well, because they're there. And so in the instrument cluster, we've got a couple of cool things. We've got front and rear-facing cameras.
Oh, cool.
Whatever's currently playing on the media player, weather. If you're in navigation, it'll show you turn by turn on there. And if you get a text message over a paired Bluetooth phone, it'll give you the option to read it out. It's always great to be in Las Vegas when we're doing this, because Vegas has got all these really weird buildings. So when you zoom out,
lots of fun stuff, right?
Yeah, you know, you look. Where's the good stuff? So this is really neat. We've only been playing with this for a little while and still getting to know it, but it's
very cool.
It's been a lot of fun. And we've got nuanced speech recognition. So I can say something like, play Bobo's Groove. So it's a hybrid system. And one cool thing that our acoustics friends have done for us this year is they've got the magic box in there that removes the speaker signal from what the microphone is picking up. So the computer hears only your voice when you're doing speech read. How you doing?
Good. Oh, you had the volume down there?
Yeah, we had the volume down. I gotta roll the windows up a bit, but not too much because it gets warm in here.
Okay, I thought you had a sunroof in there.
Yeah, but we stuck a GoPro camera on it, so we're afraid to open it.
So I know you're in the passenger seat. Is there somebody in the driver's seat?
Yeah, we've got the boys from CrackBerry here. Can you give us a real quick 30 seconds on what we're doing?
Sure. So what you're hearing here is what we call an Ultra HD call. This is the full audio bandwidth. We don't want to cheat the driver of anything. If they can hear up to 20 kilohertz, we'll play it. What we're trying to achieve is to make a phone call as realistic as if you're talking to the person next to you. So that means full audio bandwidth and a sense of space.
So straight out of the box, we've got iHeartRadio, which is great because it was really easy for us to do. So we've got full...
So that's just the iHeartRadio Android app running through the car?
Yep, running straight on the head unit. Yeah, but there's other tricks that we can do. We've actually got a Sony Xperia phone here that supports the Mirrorlink. So we can bring up the Walkman application, and it's just what's on the phone. So yeah, and you can see like it moves on the phone as well. So this gets you a lot of stuff for free, like navigation. This is Google Maps, which is really cool. So this is a standard protocol that's being supported by more and more phones and more auto manufacturers. It lets you get the latest and greatest from the phone into the car.
So that's it. We are here at the QNX booth, and we saw the Mercedes, we saw the Kia. They have some awesome technology, and it seems like every year they keep getting better and better. So I definitely can't wait to see what they have next year. But that's it from CES 2014 here with QNX.